Hello everyone, my name is Sonali Chopra. Welcome back to another episode of Around the World. It is often said that only two factions engage in combat, yet the effects of war ripple far beyond the battlefield, impacting countless innocent bystanders. When violence erupts anywhere in the world, its repercussions transcend national borders, touching lives everywhere. The current Israel-Hamas conflict is a stark example. On October 7th last year, Hamas launched an attack on Israel, igniting a global crisis. Reports indicate that approximately 200 people were abducted and around 1,400 lives were lost. Over the past 8 months, this conflict has evolved with new developments emerging daily. While some speculate about a possible resolution, each day unveils increasingly grim realities. Concurrently, Israeli military actions have intensified in Rafah, a southern city in Gaza. This raises critical questions about the current status of the Israel-Hamas war and the strategic importance of the Rafah region. We will explore these questions in this episode, but first, let's delve into the historical context of the Israel-Hamas conflict. So let's begin our discussion. The conflict between Israel and Palestine has a history spanning nearly a century, beginning in 1917 when British Foreign Secretary Arthur James Balfour declared support for a Jewish national home in Palestine through the Balfour Declaration. This led to the establishment of Israel, the Gaza Strip, and Jerusalem in 1947, following a United Nations resolution to partition the Palestinian British Mandate. The Palestinians vehemently opposed and rejected this agreement, leading to the 1948 war, in which they were defeated by Israel. This defeat resulted in the mass displacement of Palestinians from areas bordering Israel and Egypt. Since then, relations between the two groups have remained fraught. On October 7, 2023, their long-standing tensions exploded into open warfare. Hamas, a central player in this conflict, is officially known as Harkat al-Muqawama al-Islamiyya or Islamic Resistance Movement in Arabic. An Islamic extremist organization, Hamas advocates for Palestinian interests and is one of the two major political parties in the region. Its stronghold is the Gaza Strip. Since seizing control of Gaza in 2007, Hamas has pursued its agenda of destroying Israel. The organization, founded in 1987 by Egyptian and Palestinian Muslims, seeks to replace Israeli administration with Islamic rule. In 1992, Hamas established its military wing. Iran, its primary supporter, provides financial aid, weaponry, and training. However, many countries, including Israel, the United States, the European Union, Britain, and India, have designated Hamas as a terrorist organization. The Gaza Strip, Hamas' main base, is a densely populated area measuring 41 kilometers in length and 6 to 12 kilometers in width, housing over 2.3 million Palestinians. It is counted amongst some of the most densely populated cities of the world. The conflict has spread to Rafah, at Gaza's southern tip, considering a safe zone. Recently, Israeli attacks on this area have resulted in significant casualties and global condemnation. Many nations have held Israel accountable, but Israel asserts that its operations in Rafah aim to rescue hostages and dismantle Hamas infrastructure. Hamas, through its intermediaries, has stated it will cease negotiations during ongoing attacks but is open to a complete settlement involving the exchange of hostages and prisoners if Israel halts its operations. Nonetheless, Israel remains steadfast in its goal to eradicate Hamas. Rafah, viewed as a safe zone, is a border crossing in the southern Gaza Strip. Israel seized this area along with Egypt's Sinai Peninsula after the 1967 war. Although the Israeli military withdrew following an agreement, Rafah was divided by a border, Egypt on one side, Gaza on the other. This crossing is the sole land route into Gaza today. Interestingly, Israel does not directly control this crossing. Egypt manages part of it, but permission from Israel is required for goods to enter Gaza. The future trajectory of this dispute remains uncertain. These events have undeniably reshaped the political landscape of the Middle East. Immediate diplomatic efforts are crucial to avert a broader regional crisis. As the situation remains fluid and unpredictable, global cooperation is essential to de-escalate tensions. Now it is the turn of the Sunday special episode in which we will talk about other important international news. Amid the ongoing conflict with Hamas, the Israel army has claimed to have taken control of the strategic corridor running from Gaza's border with Egypt. According to reports, by occupying this area known as the Philadelphia Corridor, Israel has gained control over a strip of land. Although occupying the corridor can complicate Israel's relations with Egypt, Egypt has reacted to this by saying that any increase in troops strategic corridor would be a violation of the 1979 peace agreement of the countries. After the bitterness in relations with America and Taiwan, China has started making efforts to establish relations with Arab countries. In fact, these days many heads of Arab countries have reached China. This delegation includes Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Bahrain's King Hamad, Tunisian President Kais Saied, and United Arab Emirates President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. According to media reports, these leaders have arrived to participate in the opening ceremony of the 10th Ministerial Conference of the China-Arab States Cooperation Forum. Let us tell you that this mission was started in the year 2004 with the aim of strengthening relations between China and Arab countries. The Israel-Hamas war that began in October last year has once again intensified the Palestinians' demand for a separate state. Meanwhile, Norway, Spain and Ireland have become the latest countries to recognize Palestine as a state. With this, 145 out of 193 member countries of the United Nations have recognized the Palestinian state. So that's all in today's episode. See you in the next episode. But before that, let's note down a question based on today's story. How is Israel-Hamas war impacting the geopolitics? For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.